Good evening, franchise fans. Welcome to another edition of Analyze This, where we take the hottest topics in sports and we break them down for you. Today, we're continuing our trend of adding new analysts to the scene, and we add Mr. Tyler Blunt to the fold. Nice to meet you. Now, you came on a very special day, Mr. Tyler, because today, all we're talking about is the NBA.
Because it is back.
Hey, believe it, baby. And just for the special occasion, we have another guest on the show, Miami Heat hat. So Tyler, man, could you tell me the elation that you're feeling with the basketball season finally coming back into play?
I feel like my birthday was this weekend, so I feel like this is a birthday present from the NBA to me, personally.
And you know, the season's starting on Christmas, so it's like a Christmas present to everybody too, man.
Exactly.
So I mean, what have you been missing most about the NBA that you're looking forward to seeing when it comes back?
I mean, I'm all for the superstars getting together, but it's sometimes about the little guys, because sometimes the little guys matter in some of these games.
True.
So that's what I missed the most.
One of the most interesting things I want to see is how they're going to cram all these free agency moves into that small time frame, because you know they're coming back on December 9th and the official start of the season is December 25th. So that's the only time period that they have for free agency. What are some of the moves that you're looking for to happen?
I know ending the end of last season, they were talking about a lot of trades happening. Monte Ellis going west. The Miami Heat, your Miami Heat, possibly getting a big man. So there's a lot of moves that could happen.
Well, one of the things that came into fruition from the new collective bargaining agreement was the fact that the mid-level exception, you know, it stayed at the same price for teams that were somewhere close to the luxury tax. They had a $4 million window to go through, and now it's still $5 million for the mid-level exception, which still affords my Heat, as you like to call them, a chance to make a run at potential centers like Nene and Samuel Dallenberg. But it also gives guys like, you know, JJ Barea and other free agents a chance to make a little bit more money. What team are you looking for to make a big splash in the free agency?
Honestly, I'm not really looking for too many teams to make it now, but you see the point guards, Darren Williams, the Chris Pauls, the Dwight Howards. Later on, I think the collective bargaining agreement is going to affect that really big.
Yeah, it might so, because those are people who get max contracts, and the max contracts did change in the new collective bargaining agreement. But let's talk about these Christmas games that we got. The first day, we got three very huge games, very big games. Of course, we have the Heat versus Dallas in the finals rematch. So who you picking for that game first?
I'm gonna have to stick with Dallas on that one.
Okay, next subject, because you have no idea what you're talking about. We have the Lakers. They're taking on the reigning MVP Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. What are some of the things that you're looking for from that game?
I'm looking for Derrick Rose to come back with his MVP performance, but Kobe, I think Kobe, he got it in his eye this year. Come back strong.
I mean, yeah, it might come back strong, but it might take a little while, since you know he did have surgery on his knees, so he's trying to crank back up with those knees. But I think I'm looking for the Lakers to win that game too, and I'm looking for Derrick Rose to be first true colors to be shown, if you will, because that MVP thing is not quite as legitimate. And then the other game we have is New York versus Boston.
Team Melo.
Oh,
that's what it's about.
Team Melo. Not so sold on that yet, because they are actually one of the team in the running for some of those superstars.
Exactly.
Who do you think that New York needs to make in order to help Melo and Amari get over that next hump?
I think they do need that point guard. Not necessarily, maybe not Chris Paul, but they need a younger point guard to push them, because they look like they could be their running team. I
mean, because this is the move that I haven't heard too many people talk about. Like, I think Monte Ellis would be a viable option at the point guard role for those guys, because they do have Mike D'Antoni, who likes to run. So you know what I'm saying? Monte Ellis, bar none, one of the fastest players in the NBA. And so to have him guide that offense into a faster tempo might help them.
It would benefit them too to get a person like that, seeing how you have Chauncey to teach him a little bit more about the passing role, seeing how Monte is more of a scorer.
But then they may put Tony Douglas in a tough spot. And you know, Tony Douglas one of FSU's own. But unfortunately, guys, that's all the time that we have for Analyze This. So you can check us out on Twitter at AnalyzeThisTV20, or you can follow us on FranchiseSportsOnline.net, where they're adding a new segment, the vlog segments, where they have the analysts coming on to the actual internet. So be looking out for that, and we'll check you guys out next week. And one more thing,